Well, welcome back to the channel. My name's Claire. Today we're talking all about new sewing patterns. They might be new on the market or new to me, but I've handpicked a selection and I'm bringing them to you. Being plus size myself, it is important that they are size inclusive. And for the male viewers or people who may want to sew for men, I've included a pattern for men as well. So let's get into it. So the first pattern I want to share with you is the Jennifer Lauren Handmade Willa wrap coat. I am absolutely loving this style right now. On Pinterest, I found a coat called the Rabato style coat. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And I will be recreating that in a future episode with a different pattern. But that kind of style is the style that I absolutely love. And this pattern has it all. So it has a super large collar that I absolutely adore. It crosses over, it's got a belt, it comes to your mid-thigh. It's got a button, so you can either have the collar closed or open. It's fully lined with a facing as well. Mwah! I absolutely love this. Now I have just purchased a different pattern, which is the Octave coat by Love Notions, which I am in the process of making right now, and I will bring a review to you as soon as I can. I'm not in a position where I want to be buying similar patterns right now, but potentially next winter I will purchase this and make it up because I absolutely love it. So it also comes with a centre back seam, which is really good for shaping the back, especially if you tend to have a sway back. Then a centre back seam will make it a lot easier to take out that excess. It also has princess seam, so that is really great for getting some shaping around the bust. It's simple yet elegant, everything I am striving for in 2021. It comes from sizes 6 to 34. So pleased that Jennifer Lauren has recently increased her size range. Fantastic. It also has cup sizes from A to F, so if that's something that you need, then fantastic. So let's get straight on to the next pattern, and that's the True Bias Marlow sweater. Now they call it a sweater, but it's actually a cardigan, and it's kind of like an oversized, really blocky cardigan. And I love the oversized features of this cardigan. So it has a real chunky look. It has two lengths, so you've got the waist length for a cropped look, not going there. And it's also got a hip length, which is the one that I would go for. It's got everything you would expect in a cardigan. It's got a button placket, it's got cuffs, it's got a band at the bottom as well. This is really similar to the Cashmerette Fuller cardigan, which I do own, but it's slightly different. It's more of a blockier, chunkier look, and I think you could get away with more chunkier knits in this pattern that you couldn't get away with in the Fuller. This is another one I am really tempted by. Sizes for this go up to a size 30. I haven't personally tried any of True Bias's larger sizes yet, but I really want to. Let us know down below if you've tried them and what the fit is like. So the third pattern I'm sharing with you is Friday Pattern Company's Heather blazer. So I'm not sure if this has just come out or it's been out a while, but it is new to me and I absolutely love the style. Now, I don't go anywhere to wear blazers, to be honest. I have a very relaxed lifestyle, but I think if you had one of these and you just happened to have to go somewhere where you needed a more formal attire, you could wear a relaxed dress, you could wear a knit dress, throw this blazer over top and you are good to go. No one would be any the wiser that you were not dressed up to the nines, and I absolutely love that. This jacket and Friday Pattern Company in general actually are a really trendy, they go for what's fashionable at the time, and I really like that about them because they do go up to, I think it's 5X in their sizes. And it's just fantastic that larger people can now wear trendy clothes. I absolutely am for that 100%. And while I don't personally always go for trendy clothes, I go for comfort, it's nice to have that option there. So I love the boxy look of this pattern and the length. It comes to like mid-thigh Absolutely love that, along with the oversized patch pockets. I can put my phone, probably put your tablet in there if you really tried it. They look really, really big. It has a notched collar and lapel, love that. It just has one button and it is a great layering piece, as I was talking about earlier. If you're loving this video so far, do consider subscribing, give me a like, as YouTube loves that, and they'll share my video out wider and wider and wider. So when I was collating this collection of patterns, I was very conscious that I wanted to include a pattern for men, because if you haven't seen my free patterns for men video yet, do check that out. Loads of great patterns in there, but it really became apparent to me in the response to that video that I do have a number of men watching and people who like to sew for men. So I want to include a man's pattern, and that's the Sinclair Monterey zip up raglan sweater jacket. They call it a jacket. This is essentially a zip up hoodie for men, and it looks so cozy. I could imagine myself wearing it, let alone giving it to a man. Oh my God, imagine if you had like a French terry, a nice sweatshirt in with a fleecy back. Oh my God, you'd be so cozy. You'd never want to take it off. So let's talk about it, because right now you don't know what I'm talking about. It has a centre front zip. It has an extended neckline that goes up into a hood. It has kangaroo pockets at the front. It has an optional chest pocket here. It has drawstring on the hood. It comes with 3 different versions, and you can pick and choose what you want from all those options that I just talked about. You will be in a man's good books if you make this for them. And if you are a man watching, then do check this out. It comes in sizes extra small up to extra large. Do check out the website for more information on that. So the next pattern I want to share with you that I really love, that is the SEAMWORK Marlow. To be honest, I haven't sewn SEAMWORK for a long time, but I am loving this blouse. The thing I love about it the most is it's free flowing around the waist, so it's very roomy. So if you'd had a big lunch, you would be absolutely fine. I love the V-neck. I think V-necks are so flattering, especially on people of my size. And it's got the it's got buttons down the centre front. But honestly, if you didn't want buttons, I think you could omit the buttons, cut it on the fold, and you'd still get it on and off, no problems. It has the tiniest of turn up cuffs on it, and I just love it. It's a very simple design that you could do hacks with if you wanted. Also comes with a side bust dart. It's got a slightly high-low hem. Now this pattern is members only, so you do need to join their membership. It's something I'm considering, but as much as I love all these patterns, I've got a whole capsule wardrobe to sew up yet. So just a quick update on that. That is still coming to you. I am just about to make a coat. It's one I need to make for Minerva because I have still got some of their coat fabrics. I'll be making a coat, and that will be part of the capsule, although I didn't really talk about that coat. I spoke about another coat which I will also make, but I'll make that in a little while, and then I'll be getting on to making all the patterns that I spoke to you about in this video. Probably the thing that I'm most excited about is to make the jeans first. I don't know if they'd be first because they're an involved make. I tend to go for the easier makes first and then the more involved makes a bit later on. How do you do when you're doing a number of different garments? Do you choose the easiest first, or do you choose the most difficult first? Do let me know down below. Anyway, getting back to the blouse by SEAMWORK, it comes in sizes 0 to 26. So do check that out. So the next pattern to share with you is the Megan Nilsen Darling Ranges dress. Now this is a pattern that has been out quite a long time, but they have recently, I think late last year, they upgraded the sizes. This dress is a real easy dress to wear. So this is a dress, it's a woven dress, but it is so comfortable. It has a V-neck with a button placket all the way down the front. It has a waist seam, So the fabric is not going to drop because of the weight of it, because you've got two seams that are coming together. And actually when you've got a waist seam, it's really good because you can reinforce that waist seam with a stay. A waist stay is just a piece of woven fabric, usually like twill tape or something like that, that you attach to the seam to stop it from stretching out. So this pattern has 3 views, and one of those views also includes a blouse with a tie waist, and I really like that. So sizing for that dress now goes up to a size 30, and they have B and D cups. So the next one is the Sew Over It Jessie coatigan. I have to speak slowly to get that out. Coatigan, because it doesn't sound like it goes together, does it? I've always had trouble with that word. It's either a coat or a cardigan, but no, it's a coatigan. But I am so excited that Sew Over It are in larger sizes now. So excited. When I first started sewing 6 or 7 years ago, Sew Over It were pretty much all the patterns that I purchased. I've got so many of their early patterns, but they didn't actually fit me. I even made the Betty dress as my wedding dress, and I had to do considerable sizing up on that. And I'm so pleased that the Betty dress is another one that they've recently released in extra sizes. But when I saw this Jessie coatigan on their website, I really liked it. I can't remember if it's new or not, because I did write this list about a month ago maybe, because this pattern has been in the works coming to you. Very simple make, very beginner friendly. If you've never made a coat before, you could definitely attempt this coat. It is wide open for hacking if that is your thing. So it's just a basic like layering, well, not even a layering piece because it's a coatigan. Depending on the fabric you use, you could use it as a layering piece, I suppose, but I would probably use it as a proper coat, and it's just like an overall, it just goes over. You've got a collar that folds back on itself. It has patch pocket. It has dropped sleeves. There isn't a great deal to say about it, but you could wear it with so many things. And if you have a relaxed lifestyle like I do, then this will be perfect for you. And that comes in sizes 6 to 30. I just love that Sew Over It are in bigger sizes now. Now, in some ways, this next pattern is my favourite. So if you have a scraps of knit fabric, then this pattern will be perfect for you. You can make it in 2 or even 3 colours or more. You could have each sleeve a different colour if you really wanted to. But this pattern would be really good for scrap busting. And so I really like it for that reason as well. Other than the central design that I've already spoken about, it is a really simple pattern to make, and it is beginner friendly. Although you would need to be really careful when you're sewing at the point, but I'm sure the pattern will explain how to do that, and it's not difficult. You just need to be careful to be pretty precise. So this pattern comes in sizes 0 to 30 with B and D cup, like many of them. So I really hope you like this collection and it gave you a source of inspiration for pattern shopping for yourselves. Let me know what you're going to get down below, or if you've got any of these, or if you've got any others that we can all benefit from. So don't forget to subscribe, like, do all the things, and I will see you in the next one. Happy sewing. Bye for now.